Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. Then it's Riza Shea. Then there's Okongwu. And it's Gay in at the 4 spot. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Corey Joseph out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And this game could be meaningful for both teams, Clark, in terms of playoff position.
I think you're right, and that's why I expect a real heated battle. I mean, no team wants to back into the playoff. You want to come in on an uptick and playing good basketball.
There's Young with the 3. He buries it from 3.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Wagner. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 6. And here's Banchero. They get it back. Fires the 3. And it's Wagner missing. Here's Riza Shea. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Right side, Young. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Wagner, the pass to Joseph. Banchero outside. He drops it from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Banchero's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Pass to Daniels. Here's Riza Shea. Here's Daniels. 15 in his last outing. Young misses. Wagner outside. Buries it down low.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Young, the pass to Daniels. Back to Young. The shake. What a terrific move that is. Young's got 7 points. The Magic have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Back to Joseph. Banchero right side. Launches a 3. Okongwu with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Pass to Gay. Now Okongwu. Now here's Young. Fires for 3. Caldwell-Pope pulls it in. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that. Yeah, some aggressive play from Banchero, putting the defender into a bad spot with that pump fake.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the night. No good on that one. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And he sinks the second. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Young from long range sinks the tray. Young's got 10 points in the game.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Banchero outside. 13 feet out. Rebound Atlanta.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Young with it. 10 points for him. Gay. And he dunks it down.
They're so dangerous in that action. Nice decision there from Young.
Now here's Wagner. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. Back to Caldwell Pope. To the right side. 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Banchero's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, look at Banchero, reminding you he can shoot too.
Atlanta leading by 4. Now Young. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. And that one drops.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And the Hawks making a change here. Krejci's checked in. Free throw's good. Young.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
Back to Wagner. The rebound by Atlanta. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Now here's Banchero, tightly guarded. Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
The first free throw is good.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And Atlanta making a change here. Niang's checked in. He makes 1 or 2 that time. Atlanta leading by 6. Okongwu, the pass to Krejci. Niang with it. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Pass to Joseph. And here's Caldwell Pope. Out to the right wing. Banchero in the post. Niang's there. Banchero no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Okongwu, the pass to Krejci. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Caldwell-Pope. Here's Young. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Magic trail by 11. Pass to Joseph. Left side, Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. Fires the three. The rebound by Atlanta.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Back to Daniels. Launches it from deep. Kept alive by Atlanta. Here's Niang. Off the mark there with a three. Orlando is going 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Banchero outside. Takes the three, and he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Here's Young into the lane. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Banchero outside. Picked by Carter. There's the triple. And another three for Orlando.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Pass to Daniels. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys? Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Bataze's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Cole Anthony, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black subbed in for Joseph. And a change for the Hawks. Levert's checked in. That one misses.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Anthony misses. Atlanta leading by 7. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Daniels. He's scoreless. And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, you give Caris LeVert that kind of positioning, guys, I mean, he's going to finish with power.
Now the Magic with it. And here's Wagner. 23 points his last outing. Risache, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Coming out of the floor for the Hawks. Number 10, Zachary Risache.
And there's the drive. Shot's good by Black.
He doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he sees everything, including that opening.
And it's Atlanta's ball. They lead by 7. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Here's Anthony. Count that bucket.
Turning on the afterburners on the drive. Good to see Anthony using his athleticism in these situations.
Here's Risache. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And it's blocked by Isaac. And they'll get another chance. Risache, no good. Magic trail by 8. To the inside. Shot is good by Isaac.
Well, you look at Isaac. He's got a nice ability now to finish inside. Very impressive.
And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter here. Inside. And Reza Shea, the bucket, on the assist from LeVert.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pass to Anthony. Here's Black. The shot. The rebound by Krejci. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Over to the wing. Niang, the pass to LeVert. No good on the triple. Orlando trailing here. Wagner with it. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. Three-pointer, Anthony. It's rebounded by Reza Shea. And for the Hawks, they're shooting 55%. An ideal start so far. Knocked loose. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Pass to Bataze. Now here's Anthony. Wagner outside. From outside the arc, hits a three-pointer. Wagner's got 5.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Magic trail by 5. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Reza Shea out there with George Niang. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Barlow in at the center position.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
LeVert passes to Niang. Orlando with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Pass to Bataze. Now Banchero. There's the help with LeVert. Here's the 3. De Silva, no good. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Reza Shea. He shoots. It's rebounded by Bataze.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Clock is at 3. The leaner. And Reza Shea gets it to go. Reza Shea's gotten his second bucket. Here's Banchero. He picked up 15 in their last win against Boston. And out on the wings, Zach Reza Shea has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Banchero.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
First free throw is good. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Magic. Trailing by 4, coming into this, having knots to win against Boston in their last game.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And here's the fast break. Here's LeVert. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. The Magic have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Man, he's checked in for Krejci. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You look at Orlando, if the playoffs started today, they'd go in as the 7 seed. And checking out the Hawks, just barely behind them, only 1 spot down.
Checking out Atlanta, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Here's Rizachet, and he's now 3 for 8 after that one. Magic trail by 4. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Yes! Banchero fighting for 2.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
On offense, here are the Hawks. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Here's LeVert. It's hauled in by Black. Orlando's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's De Silva. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And Atlanta shooting about 47%. A nice number. 3-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta. Outside man. Pass to LeVert. 6 to shoot. Orlando with the rebound. Batadze's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Anthony. Here he goes. That one's good. This game is all even. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
LeVert passes to Niang. And the layup falls.
And Caris LeVert is a very willing passer, somebody who's always looking to set up his teammates, actually focuses on doing that.
The Magic have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Anthony feeling it out a bit. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Atlanta with possession here. Now here's man. Still no points. It's tipped. To the wing, right side. Down low. Here's Batadze, and down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. brief pause. Here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
They're on a great run defensively, treating every possession with a sense of urgency.
It's LeVert on the wing. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Carroll passes to Caldwell Pope. Carter with it. Caldwell Pope finds Carter. Crafty move, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Superb concentration from the big man there. Carter Jr. is experienced at converting difficult shots.
Now Young, coming off a 28-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
And more impressive to me than his scoring was his playmaking. Really an all-around offensive clinic. This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
LeVert goes against Wagner. And Carroll right side. Clock at 6. From the baseline, and another basket for Orlando.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
And here's Young. He's got 17 to end the run. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando leading by 6. Picked by Carter. Puts up a 3. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Batase's checked in for Orlando. And the Hawks making a change here. And Atlanta with possession here. 9-point game. Pass to Young. Here's Reza Shea. The 3 ball. Drills it from deep. Reza Shea's got 11 points.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Wagner outside. Atlanta on D. Here's Joseph. No made baskets yet.
Corey Joseph is reliable when it comes to sharing the basketball, and he knows it's his job to involve his teammates.
Young with it.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Here's Reza Shea. He's got 11. Pass to Gay. Up and over Carter.
Good, strong defensive awareness on display that time from Carter Jr. He's not afraid to mix it up and get scrappy defensively.
Young with the double team. Batadze, the pass to Wagner. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Hawks trail by 8. Here's Reza Shea, out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Second in assists, second in steals. And with great execution and the ability to finish, they're a top 5 scoring offense.
And you brought up their number 2 assist ranking. Their attitude is that the offense has to involve everyone on the floor. The ball's always moving, no one standing around. Here's Joseph, still without a bucket. Now here's Wagner. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Rizachet, no good. Magic leading by 8. Wagner up top. Give him 8 points now. 4-3. Making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
Here's Young, driving in. Look at Young on the offensive.
A high degree of difficulty on that hoop. Trey with some tough points.
Magic shooting a nice 57% rate from the field in the second quarter. Carter, a screen on Young. Back to Wagner. Up and in on the layup. Wagner's got 8 points in the quarter.
A strong start, and if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Daniels. Here's Rizachet from behind the arc. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wagner outside. Stolen by Young. Back to Daniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. To the middle. Here's Carter. Gay with a rebound. Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. Trey quick on the take, and is blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Number 1, Jonathan Isaac.
Here's Daniels. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Magic leading by 9. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner, and it's Joseph in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando. Ben Carroll left side, just 5 to shoot. No dice from 9 feet.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And that one's good. Young.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Well, Orlando's shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Pass to Wagner. That's his 6 make and 11 tries.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Young can't hit.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Carter. Shoots over Okongwu, and Carter gets it to go on the assist by Wagner. And now it's an 11-point Orlando lead. Here's Daniels to the left wing. Now Okongwu. He's checked by Carter. Okongwu, the pass to Young. This one for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the paint. Take it away. In transition. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Orlando leading by 9. Outside Carter. The 3 from Banchero. They grabbed their own miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Riza Shea. Here's Gay. Young with it. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Riza Shea. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wagner for 3. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now Young. 23 points in the game. The 3 from Riza Shea. Hits the trifecta. Riza Shea's got 14.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Carter. Wagner outside. Gay with a rebound. Gay's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Young. The 3 is rebounded by Wagner.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Caldwell Pope finds Carter. Yep, count it. Carter's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is where Carter Jr. looks to score from, using his size to his advantage.
Young looking over the floor. Fearless Trae Young.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Orlando leading by 9. Here's Joseph. No points yet. Wagner outside. Here's Joseph, guarded by Young. Joseph can't hit. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Picked up by Okongwu. Young from long range. For Orlando, they've gone 4 of 8 in the 3rd. There's the muscle of Banchero.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Here's Young. Pass to Daniels. Outside Young. Here's a Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Okongwu.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Here's Joseph. From deep. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 11. On the wing, Daniels. And here's Young. He's got 25. Drains the triple. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Really like how Wagner is really going after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go that time. For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. The Magic need to put one up here. And Okongwu with the block. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Here's Young. Rebounded by Joseph. Orlando leading by 8. Here's Banchero. Shoots over Young. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Oh, it's stolen away. And the Magic pushing it up now. And that one's good. Joseph has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, ramping up the speed there in transition. Once Joseph sees a route and path to the goal, he's off to the races.
Hawks trail by 10. Here's Young, and he drives in, goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside for 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Down low. Here's a Okongwu. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Wendell Carter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Orlando leading by 5. Pass to Joseph. Here's Black. Just 5 on the clock. Isaac for 3. Counted from distance. Isaac's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, nice rhythm that time. See how Isaac let it fly right off the catch? That shows you confidence in the jumper.
Hawks trail by 8. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Stand. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best grip.
Always a plus to have forwards who can dish it. A look at the top assist numbers for small forwards. 4th, Franz Wagner.
They're smart, athletic players who move the ball well in any situation, transition, the half-court set. You can count on them to just make good decisions.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Magic leading by 8 to the inside. Here's Isaac. Pass to Joseph. The three is up. And it's Niang with the rebound. The Hawks shooting 47% during this third quarter. Takes a step back. And here's LeVert for three. On target from range. LeVert's got 8 points.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter when given room to fire.
To the middle. Here's Wagner. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
Hawks trail by 7. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Orlando's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Black passes to Joseph. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Hawks. Niang's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Krejci. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Joseph. And a change for the Hawks. Barlow's checked in for Okongwu. .146 left in the third quarter. Here's Krejci. That three's off the mark. Magic leading by 5. Pass to Anthony. Here's Black. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Wagner for 3. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. Wagner's got 25 points in the game.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Barlow. 1:06 left in the third quarter. And there's a pick. Here's LeVert. It's deflected. Isaac with it. Now LeVert defending. Pass to Wagner. Inside. Bitadze. Rebound Atlanta. Niang's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Picked by Isaac. With the floater. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
No denying the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
And both free throws good for Wagner.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the inside. And that one's good, man.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Anthony with it. Give him 8. The three. He can't get that one to fall. It's been all about Franz Wagner for the Orlando Magic. 27 on the night. He's had it his way. Back to the game after this break. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Hawks trail by 8. On the floor for Atlanta. They've got Terrence Mann, also Caris LeVert out there, and it's Barlow in at the 5. LeVert outside. There's the drive, and he makes it on the layup.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Orlando leading by 6. Black passes to Anthony. Here's Banchero. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
Banchero's versatility, impressive. He's a big that can do a little bit of everything.
And Banchero drops them both.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
His first shot coming late. Barlow misses.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And it's Banchero with a 3. Banchero's got 29.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Barlow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Black. He's checked by LeVert. Banchero passes to Black. Here's De Silva. Off target with the 3.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Atlanta again missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Banchero. Shoots a fadeaway. And that one drops for him. Banchero's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Niang a screen. And here's LeVert for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here's Anthony. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Now here's LeVert. Niang a screen. Here's Krejci. Niang outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Black. Pass to Batadze. Now Anthony. Drives to the hoop. Tipped. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Orlando making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. And a change for the Hawks. Young's checked in. Hawks trail by 9. LeVert outside. Over Anthony. LeVert, that's good.
Well, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Offensive rebound. Here's Black. Banchero outside. Goes up again. No good. A bit long that time. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. LeVert goes in. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Now just a 5-point Orlando lead.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Niang outside. And the three off target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Anthony against LeVert. Here's Batase. And that one comes up a bit short.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Young, the pass to Barlow. Takes it inside. It's hauled in by Black. Black's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Anthony. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Tough to know if Anthony's going to drive by you or pull up. He's got both in his package. Had the defender on his heels there with the slick handles.
And Atlanta with possession here. They trail by 9. It's LeVert on the wing. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Black. Soft touch off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Outside Young. Takes a 13-footer. Orlando with the rebound.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Here's Joseph. Anthony outside. Clock at 6. The rebound by the Hawks. Niang's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Krejci. Pass to LeVert. Niang outside to stop the drought. Sinks it from distance. Niang's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
Magic leading by 8. Anthony outside. Banchero the screen. And Cole Anthony good for 3.
Draining his first 3 of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Here's Krejci. Pass to Barlow. Now LeVert. Left side Young. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Magic have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. And here's Anthony. Here's Banchero. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Banchero's got 33.
Showing why he was drafted first overall, Paolo Banchero has been a hoop getter tonight.
LeVert up top. He's guarded by Anthony with the step back. The shot by LeVert, no good. Orlando leading by 13. Here's Joseph. Drops in the layup for 2.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Young with a screen on Anthony. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
And we've got a timeout from Jamaal Mosley. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Black. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Joseph. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Barlow. Gay comes in for Niang. Risache, he's checked in for Krejci. And Daniels is subbed in for Levert. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamaal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Allie, thank you. Hawks trail by 17. Right side, Young. Here's Risache. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Outside Young.
Most people think of Young as a perimeter player, but he has the courage and toughness to work inside.
At the line for the Hawks, Trey Young. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Joseph is checked in for Orlando. And both free throws good for Young. Orlando leading by 15. Outside Carter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Some nice physicality there from Carter, going right into the defense.
The line for the Magic, Wendell Carter Jr. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Carter.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
And so Carter nails them both. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 17-point game. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the defense has to be more aware, or else Young will stick them from the mid-range every time.
Banchero outside. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 18.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
There's Young with the three. It's rebounded by Banchero.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Joseph passes to Wagner. Banchero the screen. Lets the three fly. They get it back. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Joseph. 6 to shoot. Here's Wagner. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Wagner's got 29.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paolo Banchero.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Joseph. Now here's Banchero. Carter with it. Here's Joseph. Shoots over Young. Joseph can't hit. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Okongwu with it. Now Carter defending. Okongwu, no good. Orlando with the ball. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.